Let this be the only video that you need in order to manifest exactly what you desire and what you want. I want you guys to know something. I want you to be resilient, okay? And what I mean by that is no matter what you go through, I want you to get back up, and I want you to just keep on doing what you're doing, okay? You're not doing anything wrong. You're not. I don't care if you haven't seen it yet. I don't care if it hasn't popped up yet. I don't care if you're looking for a sign. Let me tell you something. When you are just living your life and when you are fulfilled and you just feel good about yourself, and when you just start focusing more on what makes you happy and your inner peace, and actually developing a more closer and foundational relationship with not just yourself, but as well with higher power. I would say for me it's God. For you, it could be the universe. It could be anything. But when you start to really dive deeper into who you are, you start to realize that manifestation is not about just manifesting things that you want into your life. Manifestation is about also changing, not even changing, becoming who you were meant to be. Okay? Because let me tell you this, you already are the person that you want to be. You just have to claim it. You're not changing anything about yourself. I've been learning that. I've been always saying, like, we have to change this, we have to change that. It's not even about changing anything. It's about stepping into your power and knowing that you are the active operator, okay? You're the operator. You are the one that is operating everything that is happening around you. And I know it's easier said than done. I totally understand it. And I am on a manifesting journey myself. I am not a coach. I am not. But I will tell you something. What makes me happy is being able to put these videos out for you guys. What makes me happy is being able to wake up every morning and knowing that I'm still here, knowing that I'm still living for a reason, and because God has me here for a reason. What makes me happy is knowing that I can actually feel comfortable with being by myself. I used to be the kind of person that was yearning and wanting and lusting after a relationship, or going towards, like, and just being like chasing after people and doing all that. I don't need any of that. I have a relationship with myself, and it's the best relationship that I can ever ask for. There are still things that I am working on, absolutely. But even still, throughout my growth, I still can honestly say that I do love myself and I accept myself for who I am. Because God is with me. God is within me. God is wherever I go. And because of him, I'm going to continue to rise up. I'm going to continue to, I'm going to continue to conquer any obstacle that comes my way, any adversity that tries to get in my way. That even if the wave may seem bigger than me, it is not bigger than me. Okay. Nothing is bigger than me, okay? Because I have chose to see myself in a new light. I have chose to see people differently. I have chose to see my life differently. And therefore, I am experiencing things on an everyday basis that are actually very beautiful. And I feel more at peace within myself. A lot of you get this thing of, I have to have the things that I desire. And people are so, and I never understood how people could be so materialistic. I'm not a materialistic person. The only thing that I pray to God for is for happiness and peace. That's all I want. That's all I want. But let me tell you this. So going back into what manifestation is all about. Yes, you can create the life you desire, but understand that Neville even said it himself. It is present in the mind of God. Therefore, you are not creating anything. And I went back into, I was studying this, and I've been researching, and I'm going to continue to research and all of that, because I want to really get down to the nitty gritty. And for me, I like to know a lot of stuff. I'm a very knowledgeable woman. So knowledge is power. But Neville did say that you are not creating what you want. You are transmitting the energy from one place to another. So if it's already present, then that means that it already exists. That means that it's already real. And although you may not see it in your 3D, that doesn't mean that it's not real and it doesn't exist. I also went back into Neville, and Neville also talked about, when applying the law of assumption, there was another law that he also talked about. It's not at the top of my head right now, but it may happen in this video. But he said, you cannot have no doubt no matter what. Now, I understand. I'm not trying to tell you guys that you're not going to have doubts, because we're humans. We go through certain, certain states. We do switch states on an everyday, on all the time. Okay. However, if you really trust and you really have faith, then you're not going to doubt anything that happens, regardless of the circumstances that you see. Because what you're seeing is a test of your faith. It's a test to really see, do you really want it? The universe is always going to test you before you want something. The universe is going to test you before it actually brings it to you. God is going to test you before he actually brings it to you. Do you really want this? Or is this just something you just want, and you just going to throw it away? Because I'm not going to sit up here and give it to you. I got to know that, do you really want it? Oh yeah, I saw that I made, this circumstance happen. Am I going to react to the circumstance, or am I going to just look at it and say, you know what? That don't even matter. Let me tell you something. When you rise above all your worries, all your doubts, when you rise above that, and you truly decide to just take a leap of faith and say, you know what do I have to lose? You have nothing to lose, so you might as well just take a chance. Life is about taking chances. You're gonna have to take risks, so you might as well take the risk and step into the version that you want to be. Now, when I talk about you changing anything, you're not changing anything. You are awakening the spirit that is within you, the godly spirit that is within you. You are awakening that powerful version of who was already, it lies dormant within all of us. Okay. The Spirit of God lies dormant within all of us. Our spiritual gifts lie dormant within all of us. You have to awaken that. And I remember putting out a video about awakening the beast within. Awaken you. Awaken the true you. Okay? The you that is meant to create everything. The you that is meant to experience everything that you desire, the you that is powerful, the you that holds that spiritual power, who knows who they are. They don't look for outside validation. The person is not seeking or waiting on a text from a person or chasing after anything. You don't chase love. You don't chase money. You don't chase none of it. It comes to you because it is within you. It is already you. You have to be the person to awaken that. You have to be the one to set the tone and say, you know what? I'm tired of being the victim. I'm tired of allowing myself to continue to experience the things I no longer want to experience. The power of the mind is a terrible thing to waste. So why are you choosing to waste it? Why are you choosing to allow whatever is outside of you to tell you and to make you feel like, you know what? This is how things are gonna be. I'm not saying that this is magic. Manifestation is not magic. That's not what this is. It's not magical, okay? But manifestation, it is something that's been going on for centuries, okay? We have many people out there that have talked about this, whether even if it was just on the touch of the topic. Napoleon Hill. We had Earl Nightingale, I believe he talked about it. Neville Goddard, Abdullah. Who else? We even had I forgot his name. Oh, he wrote the book The Power of the Subconscious Mind. It was Murphy something. I forgot. But we have many great people and great people who have actually, who no longer are with us, but have talked about this. Think about this. If you hang around the four broke people, you are going to become the fifth broke individual. Right? So don't surround yourself with people who are not on the same level as you, right? Remember, I noticed that when I started to really work on myself, when I started to really work on my beliefs, my inner beliefs, I started noticing that a lot of people would talk a lot about poverty, constantly talking about how poverty and just talking about how all this stuff just and I would then be like, I'm joining in on it. Then I catch myself and say, wait a minute, we don't talk about that. We don't discuss that, baby. What? Now I'm not going to come on here and tell you guys what I'm manifesting because I don't want to. I don't want people in my business. Hell no. But I will say this: it's really very important to remember that this is your chance to make things better for you. This is your chance to experience what you want to experience. God did not put us on this on this earth so we could suffer. He didn't put us on this earth because he wanted us to be unhappy. No, God wants us to literally live the lives that we desire. He wants us to go out there and follow our dreams. He wants us to rely on his understanding. He wants us to trust, whether that's him, the universe, whatever. But he wants us to live, and I know a lot of y'all probably gonna say he wants us to only rely on him. But there's other people that also have other beliefs, so I'm respecting everyone else's. But truly, yes, God does want us to rely on his understanding and know that if we walk in faith and we choose to trust and, say, you know what? Let me just change my mindset. It's not about changing things that are outside of you. A lot of us try to change things that are outside of us. It's not about that. It's about you going within yourself and actually putting aside the negative talk. Okay, putting aside those limiting beliefs, putting aside what no longer serves you. If that means that you have to walk away from other situations that you know no longer serves you in order for the next door to be open, then that's what you need to do. Everybody is on a different path to where they want to be and where they have to go in this life. So remember that when you are manifesting, manifestation is real. And I'm going to keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. Manifestation is real. Whatever takes place in the mind is going to have to take place on the outside of you. So keep constantly assuming the worst. Keep constantly living in this mindset about how, and I'm not trying to form this party of delusional people, but what I'm trying to say that is if you constantly keep focusing on negative things and you know it upsets you and you know you don't like how it makes you feel, then why don't you change that? Why do you have to change? Why do you have to wait to change when something good happens in your life? Why can't you just choose to have a good life now and choose to be happy and at peace where you are and just trust that everything is coming to you naturally within divine timing? It is not on your time, and time is irrelevant because time is non-existent. Everything that you want has already been created. So why are you constantly putting yourself in a position of being sad? Why are you getting upset? Why are you getting mad if you don't see the text? Why do you have to be attached to other people? You need to be, the only person you should be attached to is yourself, baby. I know the feeling. I know what it feels like. I dealt with attachment issues. That's not happening no more because I refuse to attach myself to people. Relationships are not about putting labels on them, but rather just enjoying them because relationships, that's what we want to do. We just want to enjoy it. And if the relationship happens to end, it happens to end. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that you can't. And if you want to manifest your specific person, by all means, manifest your specific person. Stop allowing the people or society or the environment or whatever else is going on inside of you to tell you that things cannot change and this is where your life is going to be and it's going to stay stuck here and this is how it is and this is how it ends. You are the person that creates your chapter. You are writing your chapter. You write it out. You watch it get real. Let God, let the divine do the rest and work on the how, the when, the what. You have no business stepping into any of that. I'm not a person that be manifesting on time crunch. No offense to anybody else. I don't do that. I just allow things to naturally flow to me because in actuality, it's already mine. It has already been created. It has already, I tell myself, I don't need to keep visualizing this. I don't need to keep imagining this. Only thing I really need to do is just keep focusing on loving myself and putting myself and doing things that make me feel good on an everyday basis. I love being able to wake up and know that I be at peace, inner peace. And when other people are mad at me for being at peace, baby, it's because you're mad at yourself. I look at other people. I no longer judge people. I don't judge people because I can't judge you. I can't judge you or condemn you, especially for something that you are no longer doing. That is another video that we will talk about later. But I have realized that on my journey of manifestation and on my journey, it helps me to, it's actually helping me to realize and know who my real family is, knowing who my spiritual family is. There's so many people in my circles. Some people really think that I'm Christian. I am not a Christian. I am not religious. I do not rely on religion. I'm not those people that praise religion and praise the preacher. The only person I'm praising is God every day. That's my priest and that's my preacher, God, okay? He is the one that is giving me the things that I desire. He's the one that's already created the life that I want. And he's just waiting for me to just stand there at the red carpet, line up. And I'm not saying that don't put in the work. You're going to put in the work. The work is working on you as well as you putting in the work and doing what you need to do in order to fulfill the prophecy that you want to experience. However, let me tell you this. If you want something and you truly, truly want it and you truly desire it, know that you are destined to have it. And that's all that I'm going to say. Y'all have a nice day.